Building on her captivating image and the rumors that surrounded her, recent revelations shed new light on the mysterious aspects of Jean Harlow's life and death. Amid long-standing speculation about her health and personal struggles, experts now understand that her early death was linked to severe health issues related to her kidney function, which was poorly diagnosed at the time. This condition could have caused symptoms like foul-smelling breath, specifically a smell similar to urine, which was overlooked or misunderstood by her medical providers. Moreover, her hectic schedule, intense Hollywood lifestyle, and the stress of managing her rising fame likely worsened her condition. For decades, fans and biographers wondered how such a radiant star departed so young, and only with modern medical insights have we come closer to understanding her suffering. Evidence suggests that her deteriorating health was masked by her glamour and vitality, but the underlying issues may have included untreated infections or kidney failure that contributed to her decline. Additionally, her diagnosis and treatment reflected the medical limitations of her era, leaving her vulnerable until her untimely demise. As we piece together her story, the details about her failing health offer a more comprehensive picture of her life beyond the Hollywood glamour, revealing the hidden struggles she endured. This newfound knowledge helps explain some of the more puzzling facets of her death, including the specific odor that puzzled many, and highlights the tragic intersection of fame, health, and the medical understanding of the 1930s. Starting with her humble beginnings, Jean Harlow's early career began when she moved from a small town in the Midwest to Hollywood. At first, she struggled to find her place in the entertainment industry, but her striking looks and natural talent quickly caught the attention of film producers. She made her first film appearances in the early 1930s, gradually building a reputation for her charm and comedic talent. Despite her brief career, which lasted only 9 years, she rose rapidly from an unknown girl to a major star. Her blonde hair and glamorous style earned her the nickname of Hollywood's blonde bombshell. This title also reflected the intense media interest and scandals that surrounded her personal life, adding to her fame and notoriety. Jean Harlow's career was marked by her quick rise to stardom, her ability to captivate audiences with her screen presence, and her status as a symbol of Hollywood glamour. Through her short time in the spotlight, she became a household name across the country, admired for her beauty, talent, and the intrigue that surrounded her life. Her journey from a small-town girl to a top-tier Hollywood star is remembered as a remarkable story of success, even if it was cut tragically short. Harlow's early life was greatly influenced by her mother's ambitions, which played a significant role in shaping her path into Hollywood. Her mother had big dreams for her, and encouraged her to pursue a career in show business. As a result, Harlow moved to Los Angeles and began working in the entertainment industry. She started out with small roles and quickly gained attention for her striking appearance and youthful charm. Despite her rising fame, her personal life was often filled with turmoil. She experienced multiple marriages, each ending in divorce or separation, and had several affairs that kept her in the public eye. These relationships brought both joy and heartache, yet she continued to work hard and grow in her career. Even with the ups and downs of her personal life, Jean Harlow became a well-known and beloved actress. Her life was marked by her beauty, talent, and resilience. Her story reflects her determination to succeed despite personal challenges, and her rise to fame remains a notable part of Hollywood history. After being born in Kansas City, Jean Harlow faced difficulties in her early life. Her parents had a mismatched marriage, which ended in divorce. As a result, her mother became the only parent to take care of her, and her relationship with her father became strained and distant. When Harlow was around 6 years old, her mother decided to move to Hollywood in 1923. This move was meant to give her daughter a brighter future and more opportunities in the entertainment world. However, Harlow's dreams of becoming an actress were not easy to realize at first because she was still quite young. Her age made it hard for her to find roles or be taken seriously as a performer. Despite these challenges, she enrolled in Hollywood School for Girls, hoping to learn and prepare herself for a career in film. Unfortunately, the financial strain on her family grew worse over time. When Harlow was only 14 years old, she had to drop out of school because her family could no longer afford her education. Still, her desire to act never faded. She continued to look for ways to break into Hollywood, even with all the early setbacks. Her childhood struggles, including the broken family and the move to Hollywood, shaped her determination and resilience as she eventually rose to fame. After marrying Charles McGrew III in 1927 at just 16 years old, Jean Harlow's life took a dramatic turn. Her marriage to Monroe was marked by a move to Los Angeles, a new beginning that came after Monroe inherited his family's wealth. This inheritance allowed the young couple to live a life filled with luxury and excess, typical of Hollywood's golden age. However, this lifestyle was not to last forever. As her marriage reached its end in 1934, Harlow's personal life shifted focus toward her growing career and new relationships. During this period, she became involved with William Powell, a prominent star at MGM. Their connection was strong enough that they became engaged and remained so for 2 years. Despite this, they never tied the knot. Several factors played a role in this decision, including Harlow's previous marital history and Powell's hesitations. Both had experienced marriage before, which may have made them cautious about rushing into another. Powell, in particular, was hesitant to marry again, possibly due to concerns over stability or past experiences. Their relationship remained close, but ultimately, they chose not to marry, leaving their bond as a deep companionship rather than a formal marriage. Their story reflects the complex nature of love and relationships in Hollywood during that era, marked by glamour, personal struggles, and the weighing of past experiences against new beginnings. Starting her career at MGM, Jean Harlow quickly rose to fame through her remarkable talent and captivating screen presence. She made a strong impression in films like Red Dust, where she displayed her comedic skills and charm, and Libel Lady, further proving her versatility and ability to entertain audiences. Her performances earned her praise from critics and cemented her status as a leading actress of her time. However, her career was not without challenges. She faced a major scandal when her husband, Paul Byrne, was found dead in their home. Rumors and suspicions spread quickly, casting a shadow over her personal life. Despite the intense media attention and emotional turmoil, the investigation concluded that Byrne's death was a suicide. This difficult period tested her resilience, yet she did not let it end her career. Instead, she continued to deepen her association with MGM and maintained her popularity with future films. Her ability to recover from personal tragedy and keep her professional momentum made her a symbol of strength and determination. Harlow's story reflects her rise to stardom, her struggles with scandal, and her capacity to move forward with grace. Her legacy remains as a talented actress who overcame adversity while shining brightly on the silver screen. Immediately after her rise to fame, Jean Harlow's personal life attracted a lot of attention, especially her affair with boxer Max Baer. This relationship nearly caused a scandal because their friendship was seen as inappropriate by some in the public. To prevent any negative publicity that could harm her rising career, the studio MGM took swift action. They arranged for Harlow to marry Harold Rawson, a well-known cinematographer, hoping that this move would quench any rumors and keep her image clean in the eyes of fans and the industry. Despite the focus on her personal life, Harlow's talent and screen presence kept her in the spotlight. Her big break came with her role in Howard Hughes's film, Hell's Angels. Although critics had mixed feelings about her performance, the movie showcased her talent and helped her gain international fame. The film's success marked a turning point in her career, making her one of the most talked about young actresses of her time. Her performance in Hell's Angels solidified her status in Hollywood and opened doors for many more leading roles. Even with the controversy and the challenges of her early career, Jean Harlow remained determined and focused, quickly becoming known not just for her beauty, but for her acting skills. Her journey from a young woman involved in a near scandal to an internationally recognized star was marked by perseverance and the strategic decisions made by MGM to protect her image while promoting her growing talent. Her story illustrates how Hollywood often balanced personal lives and professional success, especially during the early days of the film industry. Through her breakthrough roles and her resilient attitude, Jean Harlow proved herself as a true star who would leave a lasting mark on the industry. Using the given information, I will craft a detailed and coherent text about Jean Harlow, focusing on her iconic image and her contract with MGM. From the start, Jean Harlow became well known for her striking platinum blonde hair, which became her trademark and made her stand out in Hollywood. To achieve this signature look, she followed a very harsh beauty regimen that involved using strong hair dyes and treatments. Although this gave her the famous platinum blonde appearance that excited audiences and photographers, it likely took a toll on her health over time. The effort to maintain her look was demanding and possibly harmful, which adds a layer of understanding to her personal struggles and the pressures faced by actors to constantly look perfect. Her career took a big turn when MGM, a major Hollywood studio, bought her contract from Howard Hughes. Hughes initially had her under his control, but once MGM acquired her, her opportunities in film changed significantly. The studio recognized her potential and began casting her in more important and substantial roles. This move allowed her to demonstrate her talent for comedy, which had been developing but was not yet fully showcased. With MGM's backing, Jean Harlow gained recognition not just for her beauty, but also for her acting skills, especially in comedic parts that showcased her lively personality and charm. This shift marked a new chapter in her career, helping her rise from a rising star to one of Hollywood's most famous actresses. MGM's support gave her the platform to display her versatility, and her image as a glamorous blonde actress became firmly established in the public eye. Her success with MGM also contributed to her lasting legacy in the film industry. Throughout her career, her platinum hair remained a defining characteristic, symbolizing both her beauty and the sacrifices she made for her career. Despite the health issues she faced, her images and performances left a lasting mark on Hollywood. After starting her career in Hollywood, Jean Harlow quickly gained attention for her striking beauty and unique talent. However, it was her on-screen partnership with Clark Gable that truly made her a star. Their chemistry on screen was natural and electric, drawing audiences into every film they shared. This pairing became a winning formula for MGM, and the movies they starred in together were huge hits. Together, they appeared in several popular films, each one boosting their fame and popularity. Their performances together captured the attention of viewers everywhere, and turned their collaboration into a major draw for moviegoers. By the mid-1930s, Jean Harlow had already established herself as one of MGM's biggest stars. She was not only admired for her beauty, but also respected for her acting talent. Her popularity soared, and she was often listed among the top box office draws in the United States. Many movie fans eagerly looked forward to her new roles because she consistently delivered memorable performances. Her work with Clark Gable played a significant role in her success, as their on-screen connection made their films even more special. With each film, her reputation as a leading actress grew, and she became a symbol of glamour on the silver screen. Her ability to create chemistry with Gable and her appeal to audiences ensured her place among Hollywood's most famous actresses of her time. The success of their movies kept her at the top of the box office charts, solidifying her status as a major star. Even today, her films with Clark Gable are remembered as classics that highlight her talent and the magic they shared on screen. Her partnership with Gable remains a key part of her legacy, as it helped define an era of Hollywood filmmaking. Their collaborations set the standard for on-screen chemistry and demonstrated how powerful movie pairings could be in capturing the public's imagination. Her rise to fame and her box office success owe much to this partnership, which became a hallmark of her career and contributed greatly to her lasting legacy in Hollywood history. Jean Harlow was a committed Democrat who played an active role in supporting Franklin D. Roosevelt during the 1936 presidential election. Her political involvement went beyond casual interest. She worked hard to promote Roosevelt's policies and ideals. Harlow's support for the president reflected her strong beliefs in his New Deal program, which aimed to help the country recover from the Great Depression. Despite her fame and focus on her career, she found time to contribute to the political landscape of her time. However, as the year 1937 began, Harlow's health began to take a drastic turn for the worse. She became increasingly ill, with a mix of ailments that were difficult to diagnose at first. The actress was struck by a severe case of influenza, which led to complications. Sepsis, an infection that spreads through the body, also became a major concern, further weakening her condition. As her health deteriorated, it was feared that she might also be suffering from kidney failure, adding to the complexity of her medical troubles. These health issues were exacerbated by the intense beauty treatments Harlow had undergone over the years, which, combined with her demanding schedule, seemed to take a toll on her body. Harlow, known for her iconic platinum blonde hair and glamorous image, struggled to maintain her public persona as her health continued to decline. The combination of illness and stress proved too much for the actress, and she passed away at a young age, just as her career was reaching its peak. Despite her promising career and rising fame, Jean Harlow's final film was Saratoga, which faced delays because of her worsening health. She had been working on this movie when her physical condition started to decline rapidly. Despite the efforts of her team and the studio to continue filming, her health continued to deteriorate, and she was eventually hospitalized. Her illness was serious, and she was in and out of the hospital as her condition worsened. Tragically, Jean Harlow died on June 7, 1937, at the very young age of 26. The official cause of her death was cerebral edema, which is swelling in the brain caused by kidney failure. Some people believe that her hair treatments or chemicals might have played a role in her declining health, although this was never confirmed. Her death shocked her fans and the Hollywood community, as she was one of the most popular and glamorous actresses of her time. Her death marked a tragic ending to a bright star whose career was just beginning to reach new heights. Many remember her for her beauty, talent, and the impact she made on the film industry before her life was cut short. Even today, films like Saratoga remain a reminder of her legacy, and her early death continues to be a topic of discussion among movie fans and historians. Her story is one of both fame and tragedy, showing how fragile health can be, even for those in the spotlight. After Jean Harlow's death, many rumors spread about how she died. Some people believed that she had issues with botched abortions, while others thought that her drinking habits played a role in her passing. There were also stories suggesting that her hair dye might have caused health problems. These stories made her death a topic of much speculation and mystery, fueling the curiosity of her fans and the public. Despite the many rumors, her true cause of death was ultimately linked to health problems she faced during her life. Beyond her career in film, Jean Harlow's influence grew, and her legacy continued to expand. She became more than just a movie star. She inspired songs that celebrated her beauty and charm, and books were written to honor her life and times. There is even a cocktail named after her, which remains popular among fans and mixologists alike. In recognition of her impact on Hollywood and American culture, she was posthumously awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, cementing her place in history. Today, she remains a lasting cultural icon, remembered for her beauty, talent, and the mysteries that surrounded her life and death. Her influence persists through the many ways she is celebrated all over the world, ensuring her name endures long after she left the public eye. After her death, people became more interested in Jean Harlow's life and her work. One interesting fact is that Harlow wrote a novel called Today is Tonight. She did not publish this novel while she was alive, so it stayed hidden for many years. It was only in 1965 that this book was finally published and made available to the public. This novel gives a different view of her thoughts and feelings, showing her talents in writing as well as acting. Besides her novel, many filmmakers thought about making movies about her life. They wanted to create biographical films that would tell her story and share her experiences. Some of these film projects were more successful than others, and some received good reviews, while others did not. The interest in portraying her life shows how much people admired her and wanted to remember her legacy. These biographical films tried to catch the essence of her personality, her struggles, and her fame in Hollywood. Overall, her unpublished novel and the numerous film ideas about her life reflect how influential and intriguing she remains even after her passing. These stories continue to keep her memory alive and inspire future generations interested in her life and career. Harlow's impact on Hollywood and pop culture is still recognized today, with her image and legacy continuing to influence the entertainment industry. She became one of the most famous actresses of the 1930s and helped shape the glamorous image of Hollywood stars. Her style, appearance, and bold personality set new standards for actresses and became a model for future generations. Harlow's distinctive platinum blonde hair and striking features made her instantly recognizable and contributed to her status as a cultural icon. Her movies, filled with charm and wit, captivated audiences and helped establish her as a leading lady of her time. Beyond her acting, her persona influenced fashion trends and beauty standards, especially her glamorous look that many women tried to imitate. Despite her short life, Harlow's influence extended beyond her film career when she became a symbol of Hollywood glamour and the Jazz Age spirit. Her legacy is preserved in photographs, memorabilia, and the way her style is still referenced today. She is often remembered as a symbol of youthful beauty and a trailblazer in the film industry. Her impact on pop culture remains strong as her image is used in fashion, art, and media, demonstrating her lasting significance. Through the years, her story continues to inspire filmmakers, designers, and fans who see her as an eternal symbol of Hollywood's golden age. Her influence underscores how a single star can leave an indelible mark on entertainment history and popular